Hey guys, before I started this video, I quickly wanna say that if the audio feels a bit off from time to time, it shouldn't be too often, but it was because at the time we were recording, my internet felt a bit janky, and so I will take full blame for it. And secondly, please, I beg you to give some love to Fox, not only for willing to do this with me, but also for being just an amazing person. I have never met a nicer guy on the internet, and I had absolute blast chatting with him. If you would like to see more of these, you know what to do. I hope you enjoy it. Hello everyone and welcome to a special episode of Necrit and Chill, because today, with me, there is a special guest that will probably introduce himself.
Before I introduce myself, can I say, you really call it Necrit and Chill? That is the best name for a video series I think I've ever heard in my life.
Well, it wasn't my idea, but thank you.
Well, whoever thought of
gladly
it
accept it.
is a genius. You should hire them immediately. But sorry, I should introduce myself. Hi guys, my name's Foxdrop. I'm a YouTuber. I make the YouTubes, the League of Legends videos. Some of you may know me, some of you may not, but I'm here in the humble presence of our almighty Lord Necrit. I'm going to be talking with you guys today, having some fun.
And today, because it's almost Christmas, we'll have a Christmassy chat. I got myself a coffee.
Yes,
so I'm in a mood.
Tea. Yes, we're all good.
And so let's actually start with the first question, which is, what do you want for Christmas?
Oh, well, Necrit, what I want for Christmas is you.
Right then. Well, you can't have me. I already have a girlfriend.
Oh.
And
I'm prettier than
really
her.
Want to share.
So I'm prettier than her, and I make a wicked beans on toast. So I think I outclass her.
Alright.
I'll tell her what I want. Please don't get me in trouble. I don't know, honestly. That's a very good question. I don't really haven't thought about it too much. I mean, I did have something. Oh yeah, okay. So I want a really comfy pair of slippers, right? Because for me, my feet is like I call it the temperature control. Like if I'm too hot or too cold, then usually it's your feet you got to turn to. If I'm slightly too hot, I'll take my socks off. If I'm slightly too cold, I put some socks on, right? All right then. So I kind of want like a more kind of like a better fixture in that area, i.e. a nice pair of slippers.
It's a pretty simple present.
Yeah, it is. And then outside of that, I mean, I can't really think of anything. Just yeah, I mean.
Well, you see, I just use cats to keep my feet warm.
Oh, that probably works as well. There you go.
I actually wanted a Wii U for Christmas, but because all hail Black Friday, I was actually able to get it for 50% of the price.
Wow. Whereabouts do you live?
I live in Czech Republic.
Okay. Ahoy.
Oh, a good one.
That's literally the only word I know.
Oh, where did you learn that?
Oh my goodness, when I was like probably like 12, I was playing World of Warcraft. I had a friend who was I played with a friend, and he was like, I asked where it's from, and he asked me to guess. It was like, I'm right in the middle of Europe. And of course, 12-year-old English guy. Englishmen are typically awful at any kind of, foreign culture or geography or anything like that. All we care about is English. That's all that matters, right? So I had no idea. I was like, is Germany in the middle of Europe? Like, I don't know. And it was like, it's close to Germany. And yeah, apparently it's the Czech Republic. And he told me ahoy spelled a hodge. So when he first wrote down ahoy, A-H-O-J, I was like, a hodge? That sounds ridiculous. But he was like, no, you say ahoy. I was like, you know what? That sounds a little better. So you're a nation full of pirates.
Yes,
basically.
Actually, yes.
So
that's actually really.
Although
accurate.
you're not like a coastal or anything like that, right? You're in there.
No. It's like straight in the middle of the land.
Yeah,
between mountains.
Pretty crap pirates, to be honest. Where there's
well, I mean,
no
we don't really sail too far.
Yeah. Kind of pirates. Of all the places to build a pirate nation, you think you'd have it at least somewhere along the coast. Right? There would be some access to a sea that you could sail upon. But whatever. I'm not sure.
This was actually a really good segue that you said that you played World of Warcraft, because my next question is, because we know that like 70% of all players, of all League players, they started with World of Warcraft. And I've heard somewhere that you also played it, and so I wanted to ask, what did you play?
Yeah, I no-lifed that game for a very long time.
Oh yeah,
I was
mean,
probably,
everyone that
yeah.
at that age.
Yeah, exactly. Like I say, you know, 11, 12 was probably when I started. I played all the way through Vanilla, all the way through Burning Crusade, most of Wrath of the Lich King, not all of it, but most of it. Then wasn't I can't remember what the one after that was, like the one with Deathwing or something.
Cataclysm.
Cataclysm, yeah. I played some of that, not a lot of it, some of it, and then there was Mists of Pandaria, which I played like towards the end of, and then there's this one which I played at launch. But yeah, basically I've been kind of drifting off since Thingamajig, Wrath of the Lich King. But yes, I played. So my main character was a warrior. It's actually a night elf warrior. It's a bit of a weird one, you know. A male night elf is.
I'm more of a horde person myself.
Oh,
so.
okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think I would be too, but my friends are on Alliance, you know.
Yeah, my first character was actually Dwarf Hunter, so I would be too if my brother didn't turn to be orc.
There you go. There you go. See, I always thought my brother was a bit of an orc, but he doesn't play WoW, so.
He doesn't. Wow.
Nah, just, you know. Anyway, so yeah, I mean that's actually where I got my name from, Foxdrop. That was my first, the Night of Warrior in WoW. He was Foxdrop. He was the first use of the name.
And was there any connection to that, or was it just a random name?
What do you mean a connection?
Well, I mean, like, you know, Foxdrop is like a name that you perhaps had somewhere else before that, or was it just like the first?
That was the first time.
It was like that, like the first thing that came to your head.
Well, yeah, there is a story behind the name Foxdrop. I get asked this all the time when I'm streaming. So.
I didn't actually hear that anywhere.
Yeah, all right, I'll tell you. So if I don't know if you've ever heard of Bloodhound Gang, the band Bloodhound Gang.
Yes.
They're quite a cool band. They have a song called Foxtrot Uniform Charlie Kilo, which is a pretty funny song. And when I was like, you know, I don't know how old I was when I was playing WoW, in high school, my friend showed me the song. It was a cool song. Well, the song itself is good, but then the music video is also pretty funny as well. So I liked it. So, there's like the guy's wearing like a monkey outfit, or maybe that's a different one. But he drives in a banana car, and I thought it was funny.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
yeah, it's good. It's a funny music video. So anyway, later that evening, when I'm at home and I'm playing WoW and I'm trying to think of a name, which is always the hardest part of creating a character, right? Is getting the name creation down. Later that night, I'm like, okay, so what should I call my character? And you know, I just thought back to the music video. I was like, yeah, I like this song. Now, sadly, I was a bit of an idiot, probably still am in many regards, but even more so back then. And I thought that the song was Foxdrop Uniform Charlie Kilo. I misheard the song name and the lyrics, and I thought it was Foxdrop instead of Foxtrot. So I ended up calling myself Foxdrop, but it was named after that.
That's actually really cool because my name comes from. There's a game called, is it Soul Calibur, I think?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it was the second one where there was a character called Necrit, but it was with D at the end.
Necrit.
And because I was like 12 years old, I just thought it was spelled with T, so I created, by misreading it, I created an original name like that.
Oh, okay. I never saw the first Soul Calibur I ever played was Soul Calibur 3, so I'm one out, and he wasn't in Soul Calibur 3. I've just googled him. I don't recognize him.
Yeah, it must have been in the second one.
Yeah, yeah, he is. He was in the second one apparently.
All right then.
Well, there you go. So we're both idiots.
Yeah.
And we're both, you know, people watch our videos and they have no idea how dumb we are.
I think you're like 1 or 2 years older than me.
I'm 22.
I'm 21 then, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So we kind of actually, do you remember what server did you play? I mean, WoW.
Yeah. So I started off on Zenadar. Oh my goodness, and then I think I moved to Chromagus, but that was a dead server. So I moved to somewhere else. I can't even remember, you know. Yeah, Zenadar was like the first one I started on. Yeah, I don't even. I think Ragnaros I might be on now or something.
I'm on Ragnaros right now.
Oh, well, there you go.
Well,
there you go. PvP wasn't so terrible now. Maybe I would have seen
such a small world.
Yes, small world of Warcraft.
All right, so let's get on next question. I got actually a bunch of these. Oh my god, why do I have a question here. I have no idea why, and I have this problem of, because I'm not so good at English, I very often offend people somehow. by
really?
saying, you know, something that I really didn't mean it.
Okay.
And I have a question here. Who is Katie Chaos on Twitter?
Who's Katie Chaos? She works at Riot. She's a skins Q&A, and she's I don't know, she's one of my.
I have no idea why this question's here. I just know that.
Did you like crowdfund your questions? Did you ask people to ask questions, or did you actually write that down?
No, I actually write it down.
All right,
Was,
so you probably
know...
should have some understanding of why it's there. But
I think it was like at the start when you know, like everyone was in like connection with her, and everyone was like writing messages to her on Twitter, and I was like, who the hell is that?
Yeah, no, she works on the skins, but she's also really friendly, which might be why like everyone talks to her.
Yeah, that might be why.
Yeah, she's really nice.
All right, then if we transition from WoW to League, I actually didn't want to talk about League that much because I know that the content creators often get burned out from League, you know, because like 50% of your life is basically League of Legends. And were you always a jungler?
Not really, no. When did I start jungling? I can't even remember. I definitely played different roles though. And in solo queue I was until I started my channel, really, or a little bit before that. I was mostly just like I would play wherever, really. I had roles that I was good at and roles that I wasn't good at. And I would kind of float in and out of what roles I wanted to play, what I enjoyed playing, so it would kind of change what I was my league experience. But yeah, I think mid was where I would played. Yeah, I played a lot of mid, especially when I went on tilt. I remember going on tilt and I would drop elo, and I would just play like Pantheon or LeBlanc mid and just stomp everyone. This is in like season 2.
No,
so,
yeah. I actually also started in season 2.
Yeah. I started like. Did I start in season 1? I think I started in season 1.
It could be. It actually makes sense because season 2 started like after Cataclysm was released, so it kind of makes sense actually that people transitioned.
Yeah, that might make sense actually. Yeah.
Yeah. And do you remember your very first League game?
I think I might do. I remember the very first experience I had with League was when my friend, I got introduced to League because the group of friends I was hanging out with started playing it, and I was just like, yeah, well, I know how you guys are with games. You pick one, then you stop playing it, so I can't really be asked to install it. But they didn't do that. They kept playing it, so I played. I went around his house, and he was playing Rise, and I played a game, and I did quite well because I was already used to like playing Warcraft 3. That's kind of obviously.
And have you played the original Dota there?
I didn't actually play the original Dota, no, but I didn't have any experience, but I kind of that I played lots of different custom maps where you would just like control a hero and have abilities and stuff, so I knew how to play that kind of game to an extent, so I was decent at it for someone who just started. But yeah, so I played Rise at his house, and then I remember playing a game at one of my earliest memories, 2 of them. Firstly, I played Ramos Net to go AFK because I had dinner. You know, that's probably like one of the only, maybe there's probably been like 3 times in my life I've ever had to actually AFK a game that wasn't caused by like DC or something. And another one was when I Cho'Gath. I remember playing versus a Cho'Gath and thinking, because when he gets feast stacks, he gets really big, like he grows in size. And I remember thinking, because he was so big compared to everyone else, that he was like a boss champion, like a raid boss kind of thing. And I was like, holy crap! So I thought you like he would cost extra to unlock, but then when you unlocked him, he was really strong, kind of thing. Obviously, thinking back at it, I don't know why I thought that's a bit dumb logic, but I did think that. And so when he became free on the free rotation, I was like, holy moly, I'm getting this geezer, and I just played a lot of Cho'Gath.
I actually did exactly the same. I also started playing Cho'Gath, and I remember that my very first game was actually Cho'Gath with a friend that played Tristana, and I remember that we were double mid.
Oh wow!
Those were glorious times.
Yeah, back in the day.
You could do anything. And what actually forced you into making videos, or I mean, you know, how did you decide to start it?
Yeah, that's like. So I started towards, I would say halfway through or towards the end of season 2-ish. I hit 2k elo in solo queue, which was pretty decent.
Wow, I was actually unranked back then.
Yeah, yeah. So 2K is higher than what I am now.
Oh, yeah.
Like, compared to my skill now. Like I was actually better like 3 years ago, somehow. But yeah, so I hit pretty high low, and then I wasn't really like doing anything. Like I had some like personal issues, so I was like I dropped out of school and stopped seeing my friends and stuff. So I wasn't doing anything, and I figured, well, I feel kind of down. I don't. Worthless is a strong word, but I did feel like a distinct lack of purpose in my life and stuff. So I was just like, well, if I can't deliver that purpose to myself, which I couldn't, yeah, I just wasn't. Yeah. I couldn't, and I may as well try and do it, kind of gain some self-worth through helping others, i.e. teaching them. So I actually started. I didn't start with videos. I remember making a post on Reddit about like itemizing efficiently and stuff. And then yeah, I just thought, well, whatever, I'll make a video. So I did that. Just in my head, I was like, I'll make some really short videos, like 2 to 3 minutes long, and there'll just be little tips, little strategy tips about, improving as a jungler, basically. So I did that. My first one was okay, and then I just kept going. Really, you know how it is.
Yeah. I got something similar going, but back when like the Cataclysm was in beta, I know that YouTube was full of Total Biscuit, and it was Jesse Cox back then, and all those guys. And I was maybe 13 when I was watching that. I was like, you can make a living by doing this? Yeah. That's totally what I want to do. And like since then, I got this written right here in front of me. I have never shown this to anyone yet, but hold on, let me hold on quickly. I got a paper here, and it was year 2009, and I wrote there that I'm gonna do YouTube as a living.
Really?
And I did that because I knew like this is my dream. This is really what I want to do, and I just followed that dream. And it took me like 5 years to get where I am right now. And it started with I knew that, you know, if I start doing like Let's Plays or something like this, I knew that I would never get anywhere because there are so many people that do the same thing. So instead, I realized that I need to do something special. And instead of doing more League guides, I decided to do the original Counterpick series, which was something different because no one else did guides on how to counter champion instead of, you know, how to play as the champion.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine posted it on Reddit, and somehow people loved it, and that actually brought in more people that also started doing counterpicks.
Yeah.
And they became better than me, and so I grew really slowly suddenly. I remember that. I have no idea if he knows it, but do you know Fourpaws?
Yeah.
He started doing the same thing as I did, but like a week after me, and he became really good at it. And he became my rival, and I always thought that, you know, I always wanted to be better than him. And so he like pushed me forward, and I guess that he had no idea what influence he had on me. So I to this day, I still don't know if he even realized what he did to me. But
well,
yeah,
he doesn't make videos anymore, so I guess you can say that
he
won.
stopped. Well, yeah, I guess I won. Well, I mean, what finally pushed me was the lore videos.
Yeah, they're really good. They're really good stuff.
Oh, thank you.
I think they're good content, and then when you mix it with just like the aesthetics you have on screen, which is, you know, your good editing and stuff, then it's really easy to watch, and it's good stuff.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you.
Alright, let's see what else do I have. For some reason I have a topic here that it's a funny topic to talk about. Are you learning any second language?
I was learning a bit of Norwegian, but
it's not an easy one actually.
No. That was because my girlfriend at the time was Norwegian, but
that's cool.
So when I broke up with her, I kind of stopped. But right now, I spend a lot of time learning French, and I'm speaking to like some French people now. So I kind of speak a bit of French as well now. I'm not fluent, but I can I can talk enough to kind of convey my thoughts, but yeah.
Yeah, why I'm bringing this up is because I have this problem of, while I'm speaking in Czech, I never swear at all. And I find it so easy to swear in English. Yeah. It's just, it feels like the swear words in English don't really have that much of a weight to them. So it's really easy to just like F-bomb your own video, even though you don't want to.
I think that's also, maybe that's because English speakers tend to swear a lot as well. I think so. When you hear other people speak English, they drop them quite casually, so you kind of pick it up as a, that you think it's appropriate in a similar setting. I mean, it's not like, swearing isn't terrible. Of course, it all depends. Honestly, from my personal experience, it seems like foreign countries are actually more lax when it comes to swearing. Like, it's on the TV, for example, you really can't say like any swear words before 9 p.m. Like, bitch. Yeah, we kind of have that. You probably get in trouble if you said bitch on the TV before 9 p.m. That's not even a bad swear word. There are thousands of swears that are worse than that, right? I mean, England and probably the US as well, which are the two biggest English-speaking nations, are like, just very prudish when it comes to that kind of stuff, and like nudity as well, and like gore and all that crap. So
we're actually a really peaceful country with really peaceful program in our TVs, so we don't really have these kinds of problems. But it's funny you say that, because one of my French friends, she never swears in French. And when I ask her to like, how would I say, and then like, how do I say like bitch in French? And she has to think about it because she can't really remember, because she doesn't swear in French. Actually. But in English, she swears all the time. Yeah. So it's kind of funny. Maybe she's in a similar spot to you. I guess so.
Or maybe you don't. Maybe you feel like in Czech, if you were to swear, it would be like not necessarily a big deal, but you understand the cultural significance of swearing. In language.
Yeah. It's it's like whenever someone swears in here, you instantly know that it's just like really bad manners on his part, or like there is definitely something wrong with him if I say it like that. That's just how we see world in here.
Yeah. So there you go. So you understand, like understand that. So you've got it ingrained into your brain to not do those things. But then when you talk in a different language, it's different. So
I got another topic here that you basically being a commentator, or I don't think you're really a shoutcaster per se, but you're a you comment on your own videos. And I have a question. How did your first videos where you had to commentate your own video, how did it go? Were you nervous or
that's a good question. So that's a really tough question, because to an extent I kind of think my early ones were more successful, as weird as that sounds. Like, obviously I've got better at doing it. It's more natural to me now, but at the same time, when I am commentating, I'm still far from perfect, right? Like, I play terribly when I'm commentating over my games, because it's really hard for me to focus on the game and to like talk out loud as well. Sometimes it can help me to materialize my thought process, so to speak, like get it out of my head and just like, but other times it's just really difficult for me to focus on the actual gameplay. So sometimes I play like arse when I'm commentating.
That's why I don't do it, because I just can't do it.
A lot of people
not only do I have to focus on the game, I actually have to focus on speaking in English, which is like one level above that.
For you if you're I couldn't imagine doing it in a foreign language as well. That would be so difficult, like adding that extra step. That would be so hard. But it is. It's I often, I don't know why, but often when I'm commentating, I will use the wrong word or say the wrong thing. So say, just like the obvious example would be like, if I mean to say like, like my AD carry. So if I mean to talk about Caitlyn, who's on our team, I'll say, like Jinx, who's on the enemy team. So I do that a lot, and sometimes I'll just like be like, because I'm like kind of forget my train of thought, because I'm trying to focus on what I'm doing as well. So I'm honestly far from perfect. I don't know why people watch me, because I'm terrible when it comes to that kind of stuff. But I think what I am good at though specifically is like that kind of the tone, I guess, and the mood. Like that stuff is fine because I'm okay. You know, I'll joke around. We'll be having a giggle, but it's the actual quality content sometimes is a bit questionable when I'm doing my commentaries. So to answer your question, I don't know how my current ones match up to my old ones because I think my current ones are pretty bloody terrible. So there you go.
And I have this like a smaller question to ask because I don't know the answer, and I'm not sure if you know the answer, but I would love to know it. When you have two commentators, like let's say, you know, there's LCS and there are two guys commentating one game, how do they know when one has to stop and the other one continues? Yeah,
that's tough. I think part of it is just getting used to the other person, right? So you know when they are gonna talk. Part of it as well is depending on the dynamic. If you're in person with each other, like the live commentators are, then you can make like a physical gesture, like put your hand up or something.
Yeah, that's what I always thought. I always thought that, like, you know, one guy would like punch the other guy in his shoulder, and you know he would know.
Yeah, it's still honestly that I don't think there is like a black and white answer to that. It's kind of just like you get a feel for the other person, and then you can kind of tell what kind of stuff when they will want to chime in. You kind of get a knowledge of that or something. I don't know.
It's like it's exactly the same right now. Like I don't know where, you know, I don't know when to interrupt you because
exactly.
I want to say something.
That's the beauty of conversation, you know. It's just full of interrupting each other all the time. You never know when it's appropriate to do so. You never know.
Don't want to be rude.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No one wants to be rude. But hey, this is Necrit and chill after all. You know, it's not. That's got your name in it, so you can interrupt someone as much as you want.
But I don't want to. I'm the polite guy.
Well, for the good of the channel, the good of the video, you gotta shout over me, you know.
All right. Another topic that I have here is, do you remember your first equipment that you used for recording videos?
Oh God, yeah. Holy crap, it's terrible. It was a mic that was god awful. I don't even know. I can't even remember how I found it. I probably just like searched on eBay, like, you know, recording mic. And the thing is, right, when you're looking for equipment that is to do with recording or like sound or something, it's really hard to. It's all qualitative rather than quantitative, which means that it's not on a scale. You can't say, for example, like if you wanted to know how much something weighs, like what is heavier, you can say, okay, this weighs 10 kilograms, this weighs 5, therefore that's heavier, right? Yeah. But if you want to say like what sounds better, you can't do that. Like it's not as easy as that. So everything you look at, everything you go to buy, will all say top quality microphone. All that
I actually did that with a webcam. That's why I don't record myself, because I bought a webcam and it said, like, you know, full HD 1080p, and then I started, and it's like the worst camera I just could find.
You should get, what's it called, Logitech C something. It's really good. C920 I think it might be called, something like that. It's really good. It's quite cheap as well. It's worth.
Yeah, I'm actually thankful for Hazy from Hazy Games, because he recommended the Razer Siren, the microphone.
Oh yeah,
it's just amazing. It's flawless.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Yeah.
And before that I was using a microphone on my headset, and because I needed some kind of pop filter, I just grabbed a sponge from the kitchen. Oh my goodness, this is for I cut it in pieces and I just cut a hole in it, and it worked perfectly.
Did it actually work?
Yeah, it actually did.
All right, well that's something.
I mean, if you guys want to make videos and you want cheap equipment, just use your kitchen stuff.
Head into the kitchen.
Yeah.
You've been playing too much Fallout 4, mate. All your salvaging things and scrapping.
I haven't actually. I just looked because my brother is playing it a lot. Oh, yeah. Every time I pass by, I just see him ravaging some raiders there.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Alright, let's see if we have another topic. And I actually have one more topic that I didn't write down, but I wanted to talk about it. And if it is uncomfortable for you, then, you know, definitely you can say that you don't want to talk about it. But I know that you don't really go to what do you call it? Not meetings, but
events.
You know, yeah, events. And I know that you like have, you know, I don't want to call it problems, but
no, it's alright, man.
You know what I'm talking about.
Just say it, and you won't offend me.
Yeah, well,
I take
the thing
offense
is...
to the when I'm deciding what to take offense to, I see what the person's meaning is, not what they're saying.
yeah.
You know, the meaning behind the words.
That's
and I know
way.
you're not gonna try to cause any offense here, so I'm not gonna take any offense. So
no, it's actually because I'm actually on your side with this one, but and it's also that I totally forgot how it's called. So that, you know.
Yeah, anxiety stuff. Is this?
Yeah.
Knocking on that. Okay.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask, is like that the reason why you don't go to too many conventions?
Yes, and that is also the reason why I started my YouTube channel. So
was it like your YouTube channel was basically to fill that gap?
Yeah,
then?
Basically, I wasn't doing anything with my life. I felt like a parasite, and I didn't feel like I was in a position to move on with my life, to actually do stuff because of my anxiety. So I was like, well, what can I do? And I just thought, well, you know, it was easy for me because, well, not easy, but you know, it was the best for me just because of my situation. You know, I didn't have to go out, I didn't have to like do anything like that. I could just do it in my own comfort zone, right, which was important to me at the time. And yeah, even now, what determines whether I go to events, a big part of that is the anxiety. And I haven't overcome it, but I'm getting there, and I have been able to do some things recently, which is cool. Like I went to Worlds, for example, which was really nice, and I'm going to an event called Insomnia in like 2 weeks, which is in England. It's like the biggest England's biggest like LAN event, so I'll be there.
Oh, that's cool.
And so yeah, I mean, but I still have the issues, and they still stop me doing stuff, but I'm kind of finding ways to, you know, get over it, I guess, and just to get better again. Because like SummersCon, for example, I would absolutely love to be there, but San Francisco or LA, wherever it is, either one, it's in California, it's like, you know, as far as it goes, that's very far away.
And, it's even further for me.
Yeah, exactly. It's a big deal. You know, it's not like when I went to Worlds, I live like 2 hours away from Worlds roughly. So if the safety net stuff, right? You know, if worst comes to worst, what's gonna happen? Well, if I'm at Worlds, worst comes to worst, I can just like hide, you know, because I can just go home because I'm not that far away. Worst comes to worst, when I'm in bloody LA, SummersCon, I am donezo. I'm screwed. You know, I can't just, you know, walk home, you know, drive home from LA. It's not gonna.
Well, it's probably more about. I think like the easiest solution would be to go there with friends.
Yeah,
which probably could help you. Well, didn't it help you when you were at Worlds?
At Worlds, I went by myself. I was going to go with my brother. Ended up not going, so I went by myself. When I was there, being with friends was great, obviously. But for me, the more people I have around me, specifically, like the hardest part for me is just like getting there. Before I leave, the travel, the first day, that's always the toughest part, right? When I'm there, I'm usually okay, I simmer down, but getting there is the hard part. And for me, the more people that are there when I'm, traveling there, or when I'm feeling nervous, the more people I have around me, the worse I feel. Because not only do I feel like more panicky, but I also feel like these are people that are kind of relying on me to an extent, or these are people that I will let down if I have to bail or something. So
I always thought that. Oh, sorry. I always thought that it was the other way around. That because you're like between strangers that you don't know, that may, you know.
No,
make you feel
yeah, it's funny you say that, because that makes logical sense, right? But of course, if anything made logical sense, I wouldn't have the problem in the first place. Me personally, it's weird for me to have anxiety problems because I'm really not an anxious person. I'm really laid back. I'm not the kind of guy who gets worked up about stuff. The stuff which quote unquote, you know, normal. I say that with who's really normal. Let's be real. But you know, normal people, which would be nervous about, doesn't make me nervous. You know, job interviews, meetings with like important meetings.
Recording this video.
Yeah, none of that stuff makes me nervous because I don't. You know, I know. If I go to a job interview, I know if I do like this video, if I'm talking to a sponsor, or even if, say, I'm at an event and I'm on stage or something, all of these things, none of these things make me nervous because I know, okay, well, all I can do is my best, and I know I can do it. and I'm just gonna go for it. You know, I'm just gonna wing it. You know, it's really weird because my core principles there tell me that I'm not an anxious person, and I don't actually get nervous about the stuff which you think I would, like being surrounded by strangers and all that crap. So it's really weird. Now, when the actual stuff doesn't bother me. I can't even explain it. It's like a fear of the fear, you know. I get worried that I'm gonna feel nervous, and when I feel nervous, I'll feel sick, and then when I feel sick, I can't focus, and I feel awful, and I want to die, and that's what I'm afraid of. You know, I'm not actually afraid of the thing itself.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, really hard to explain, but yeah.
Well, if it ever happens that we may meet each other at a convention, I'll be happy to help you with that.
Well, thank you. I mean,
I have no idea how, but
no one does. I don't have any idea, so don't you worry about that.
As long as you don't eat like a lot of pills.
Yeah, no, that's probably good. Yeah, but no, it's it'll
sleeping
be fine.
pills.
So many sleeping pills that I never wake up. That might be a bit of a problem. But
well, to wrap this video, do not end it with like, you know, a depressing topic. I got a final question. Okay. Did you get anything for yourself on the Black Friday?
I didn't. We don't.
Really?
Thanksgiving, Black Friday. See, I didn't even realize Black Friday was a thing over here in England, because Thanksgiving isn't a thing, and I thought the two were like linked together, right?
Wait, it's not in England?
Thanksgiving? No. That's
so it's only America.
Yeah, it's an American thing.
I thought it's England too.
No. So we don't do that. So, and I thought Black Friday and Thanksgiving were linked. However, I went out to get food on the Black Friday, Thanksgiving, whatever. I think it was like the Thursday actually, so it was like the day before. And on the radio there was like loads of adverts for Black Friday, and I was like, this is like, what? This has come over here now. Of course, you think that the thing that came over that we adapted from America, it's not the part where you're saying thanks for everything and the part where you're a family. It's the part where you can get mega deals and splash out money. That's the part that we've adapted, not the nice part, just the consumer's part. So,
well, I mean, we don't celebrate a lot of things here. We actually don't celebrate anything here. Like, Christmas? You know, only like, well, yeah, we have Christmas. But,
do you have Christmas on the 24th or the 25th?
No, we have 25th. No, so sorry, no, we have 24th.
24th, yeah. Heathen. See,
25th
is the date. All the bloody, all the European weirdos celebrate it on the 24th. I swear, I don't know why. That's Christmas Eve. 25th is Christmas Day.
I just can't imagine though. Like, I just can't imagine that I'm a kid and I'm sleeping and suddenly I wake up in like 3 in the morning and I'm supposed to like rush in there and like unwrap my present. I don't really get that, how it works.
Yeah, don't you do that?
Do your parents like wake up in like way
when I was
early
a kid,
in the morning?
Sure, yeah. When you're a kid, it's like, you know, 5 a.m., 6 a.m., whatever, and then you go, you know, the presents are under the tree for however long, you know, like a week or whatever, the build up, it's there, and then, or maybe it's the day before actually you put the presents out, I can't remember, but yeah, you do that, and then on the day you wake up really. Of course, the kids aren't going to sleep. It's not intended that you wake up really early. It's just that you can't bloody sleep. Exactly, because you're too excited. So yeah.
Well, excitement then. Yeah. Well, exactly. You know, for us it's just easier. You just.
So do you not have like a Christmas Eve on the 23rd?
No. How it works here is that on the 24th, everyone gets their presents. You know, when we are old enough, our parents just put the presents there. We don't really care about Santa. We actually believe in baby Jesus. I have no idea who do you actually have there?
Yeah, baby Jesus is a thing.
All right. And we eat our dinner, we open our presents, we go to bed, and that's it.
Yeah, that's so much hype around Christmas in England. It's so hypey, you know.
Well, unless you have anything else to say, I guess we can wrap this up.
Yeah, I'm all good. Although before you wrap up, I will say I can say goodbye from me. So,
all right.
To everyone who was watching this, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry I nattered on for so long, and we'll see you in the next Necrit and Chill.
And do we have anything that is coming from you that you have planned on our channel?
Well, I am doing with the pre-season 6, doing loads of gameplay videos of like loads of different jungle champions and just, you know, seeing how they work with the new jungle. So a lot of stuff with the new jungle, and a sneaky thing. I will be doing a Lee Sin guide for season 6 with Gripix. I don't know if anyone knows Gripix, the streamer. So when that's going to come out, it'll probably be done after the preseason. So when it's actually season 6, there's no like volatile changes and everything ends, and then we have to make another one. But yeah, so in the you know a bit down the line, you might be able to.
All right, and there's something for all of you to be looking forward to. And with this, I think we'll wrap this video. Thank you all for coming here, for watching this, and for sitting here for 40 minutes of our Christmas chat. As always, you can like this video, leave comments down below, give us all your feedback, and as absolutely always, thank you, come again.
Oh, ignore the squeaky.